Today I'm going to do something a little different than I normally do on my channel. I'm going to talk about something that has become very valuable to me and could be very valuable to you going forward. So let me explain that. If you're watching this, there's a high likelihood you look kind of like me, a man in your 50s. And I, uh, I knew about this a long time ago, but I also had it reinforced through an event I was at uh, earlier this year through work. And has to do with gratitude, the benefits of gratitude. Now, what I didn't know at the time was the benefits of gratitude are actually scientifically proven, and those increases of serotonin, oxytocin in your brain. It's for stress relief and mental well-being. Those are things that are a struggle for a lot of men in their 50s, and a lot of men in their 40s, and other folks as well. But it is a particular problem for us. So gratitude. There's a lot of times where you can fall into a trap of negative self-talk. So I could easily tell you all the negatives about being me. So I'm 58 years old. I had a heart attack. I narrowly survived a widowmaker heart attack when I was 44. I have cardiovascular disease. I'm not going to live to a real old age. I know that. Found out I was diabetic when I woke up in ICU, and the nurse was asking me how much insulin I normally take. Well, I don't take it because I'm not diabetic, or I didn't think I was, but turns out, yes, I am. So there's health issues there. I also had a triple bypass in 2022 as my angina moved from exertional to unstable, and so that was a close call as well. So I've been through that stuff. I've been through all the other life stuff. I've been married twice, and I've gone through all the typical things that a person goes through in their life. I've certainly had work stress, and I'm not financially independent at 58. I don't have a secure retirement, all those types of things. So that's the negative view. The positive view, the things that I am very thankful for, is that my family now, my wife, kids, everybody is doing well. I have a really good relationship with my wife. I have this is where I live, by the way. This is my home. So I get to live here. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And I don't forget that when I come out on days like today. This is a beautiful day between Christmas and New Year's. And this is I'm very grateful to live in an environment like this where I get to do the stuff that I like to do. So I never forget that, or I try never to forget that. My job is extremely rewarding. I love what I do, and the people I work with are like family, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. The work environment I have is pretty incredible. So I've got a lot to be very, very thankful for, and I try to remember that. And I think that's the important point here. You need to remember those things and remind yourself, and practice having gratitude for what you do have in your life. I don't live in a mansion. Like I said, I'm not financially independent. I don't have any of those things. I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm not going to live to a ripe old age. I know that. I've got 10 to 20 years left probably. I try to take care of myself, and I try to do the things that you should be doing. But you can only you've got to live your life too. Is what I'm trying to say. So I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay that maybe I only get to, if I get to mid 70s, great. My father died when he was 74. Mom just died a couple of years ago. She also had a triple bypass. And my sister died a couple of years ago as well. at 59 years old of a widowmaker heart attack. So that's just my family. I'm not going to be, in my 90s, probably not in my 80s, so, and possibly, much earlier than that. So like I said, I've got 10 to 20 years, totally okay with that. I don't have any regrets. But really what I'm talking about is, when I say practicing gratitude, the biggest benefits from gratitude actually don't come from being thankful yourself. They actually come from watching others receive gratitude. And that's actually, this isn't just a, uh, woohoo kind of new agey stuff. It's that there's actually now scientific studies on this. And the benefits of serotonin, oxytocin in your brain and relief is when you watch somebody else to be thanked for something they have done. Now, just think back to a time when you've watched somebody receive an unexpected award, or somebody receive a special thanks from somebody, or even just maybe it's a staff member at some kind of service establishment and somebody goes out of their way and is very polite and says, "Thank you very much, I really appreciate what you've done." And the feeling that they get for receiving that gratitude is contagious. If you really think about it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And that's what I mean by practicing gratitude. Let's thank people in our lives that have made that difference. And by verbalizing it, by going out of your way to do that, you will receive the benefits as well. That contagious feeling. And I highly, highly recommend it. I was at an event earlier this year for work, and there's a gentleman by the name of Steve Foran. I'll put a link into his stuff here in the description if you're interested. He's actually written a book on this. He calls himself a recovering engineer. And he's gone into this gratitude in the workplace kind of thing. It was kind of eye-opening for me. I mean, I had an inkling about what the benefits of gratitude are, and and it comes from being very thankful for the privilege that I've got in my life. But when he verbalized it, and you realize that it actually makes a difference in productivity, it actually makes a difference in how people, it makes a difference in the environment that you're in. And the best part about this is it's completely free. It costs nothing to do this. To just kind of take a breath, thank the people around you, and you'd be amazed at the difference that that can make. So I know not my normal video of me doing crazy stuff, and I promise you I will be back to that here very shortly, actually, as I do some more work on my cabin. That's kind of my next priority, to get that stuff buttoned up. And I got a few other ideas about things that are going to be happening here in the new year. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I promise you, I don't normally have these kind of boring talks, but please subscribe. You can like this video and share it if you want. I don't honestly care about this one. This is just something I wanted to say. And the biggest reason I wanted to come up with this video at the end of the year as I go into 2025 and remind myself to practice gratitude on a regular basis. Part of that is thanking you. So when I started this channel back in May, it was just, I started building the cabin. I thought I should shoot this. I should video this. And I was reviving a four-wheeler. This would be kind of funny. I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'll make videos about it and see how that goes. I had no idea that anybody would watch it all. But I'm really, really grateful for all of you that do watch my channel. And all the comments and all the engagements that I get, I'm absolutely blown away. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the new year.